Chapter 13 Air, Water and Weather. Air around us. Water. The water cycle. Weather. AIR around US. Air is all around us but we cannot see it. We can feel air when it moves. If you take a glass of very cold water and place it on a table, you will soon notice water drops sticking on the outer side of the glass. Where do these water drops come from? This water didn't leak through the glass. It came from the air. Air contains water in the form of water vapor. Air also contains important gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide. We breathe in oxygen. Dust particles and germs may also be present in the air. These can stick to our body easily. That is why we should take a bath every day. Before eating, we should also wash our hands to remove germs. Also, before going out, we should cover our faces with the mask. Water. Water is very important for life on the earth. All living things need water. We use water for various purposes such as drinking, cooking and watering plants. Drinking. Cooking. Watering plants. Forms of water. Water exists in three forms: solid, liquid and gas. Ice is the solid form of water. It has a definite shape and volume. We can hold a solid in our hand. The water that we drink is the liquid form of water. It has a definite volume but not a definite shape. It takes the shape of the container in which it is kept. Water vapor or steam is the gaseous form of water. It neither has a definite shape nor a definite volume. Water changes its form on heating and on cooling. Heating. Cooling. The water cycle. We just learned about evaporation and condensation. In nature too, water keeps changing its form. Evaporation and condensation take place all the time in nature. It is this change that forms clouds and rain. The sun's heat changes the water in the rivers, lakes and seas into water vapor. The water vapor rises up and goes into the atmosphere. Here, it comes in contact with cold air. It then changes into tiny drops of water. These water drops come closer and form the clouds. The clouds float in the atmosphere. When they further come in contact with cold air, they become very heavy. Then they fall on the earth in the form of rain or snow. The rainwater again goes into the rivers, lakes and seas. The sun again heats the water of these bodies. Thus, a cycle known as the water cycle is formed. This is a never-ending cycle. It goes on continuously in nature. The water cycle. Condensation. Evaporation. Weather. The general conditions of air around us is called weather. Weather is different every day. It varies from one day to the next and from hour to hour. Sometimes the morning is cloudy but the afternoon is bright. It occasionally rains in the morning but is dry in the afternoon. As a result, the weather continues to change. Changes in weather are caused by the sun, wind and water vapor in the air. Factors that cause changes in the weather. Let us see how different factors affect the weather. The sun. A bright sunshine makes the air warm. The sun shines for a longer time in summer than in winter. So, the weather is warmer in summer than in winter. The sun's rays do not fall vertically on the earth in the morning and evening. They fall in a slanted pattern. As a result, the weather is pleasant in the morning and evening. The sun shines directly overhead at noon. As a result, Noon is the hottest time of day. Morning. Slanting sun rays. Noon. Straight sun rays. Evening. Slanting sun rays. The wind. Moving air is called wind. In summer, a hot wind called Lu blows in the north part of our country. This wind makes the weather very warm and unpleasant. In winter, cold and chilly winds make the weather very cool. Land and sea breezes make the weather very pleasant in coastal areas. However, strong winds known as storms can make the weather extremely unpleasant. They destroy trees, sink boats and ships, and cause damage to homes and crops. The clouds. Cloudy days are generally cooler than sunny days. This is due to clouds obstructing the sun's rays from reaching the earth. Cloudy nights, on the other hand, are warmer than clear nights. This is because clouds prevent the earth's heat from escaping into the atmosphere. It is cooler on windy and cloudy days. The rain. A rainy winter day is bitterly cold. This is due to the fact that rain reduces the temperature of the atmosphere. A summer rainstorm is very pleasant. Farmers welcome the rain because it provides water for their crops. However, too much of rain causes floods. Floods destroy crops and cause significant hardship for animals and humans. Weather affects our lives. Weather affects our lives in many ways. Our daily activities, such as food, clothing and housing, are heavily influenced by the weather. People's lifestyles differ because the weather is not the same everywhere. During the cold season, we need suitable food and clothing to keep ourselves warm. In summer or hot season, we need food and clothing accordingly to keep ourselves cool. Rains also cause a lot of damage and sometimes even make the lives of people tough. Special houses such as stilt houses are made in some places. In hilly areas, people make houses with sloping roofs. So, weather affects our lifestyle. Synopsis. Water exists in three forms: solid, liquid and gas. The three forms of water are interchangeable. In nature too, water keeps changing its form. Weather varies from one day to the next and from hour to hour. The weather depends upon the sun, the wind, the clouds and the rain. Weather affects our lifestyle.